Hi guys, today's going to be an exciting video on the topic of law of assumption. This is going to be all about how to become a master at manifesting, how to really believe in your power, and it's obviously something I've touched upon in all my other law of assumption videos. A lot of the advice is almost interchangeable and connected, so do go take a look at those previous videos. For example, SP, so specific person, self-concept, affirmations. I've covered quite a few different topics already. So yeah, they all kind of work together and hopefully will give you guys all the right advice you need to really understand what you're doing and move forward positively in your manifesting journey. So please do thumbs up and subscribe if you like this topic, if you want to watch more of my law of assumption videos, because I have a lot more ideas and videos coming up, so I'd love to know your guys' feedback on that. And I do also offer a kind of coaching service is what I'm calling it, where if you check out my Instagram, LOA coaching, it's separate from my main Instagram, but it's where I have all my information about why I'm coaching, what the coaching offers, the prices. So check out the Instagram for extra content on manifestation and all the coaching information, or just email me through my YouTube email and everything, or my Instagram if you follow me there, my main email, wherever you want to contact me, I'll get in touch with you and let you know, or rather you get in touch with me and I'll respond with all the information you want to know about the coaching. And that's going to be more one-on-one help if you feel that you need that. So let's just get started. Today's going to be, as usual, I have all my notes on my phone, a bunch of affirmation advice, and what else? Yeah, a little bit of different practices you can do and building, how to basically build up your confidence, because it's not like you're going to start affirming and the next morning you're a master at manifesting. Because in your mind, you probably already are, I think we all naturally are, but in your mind it's not going to come across that naturally. It's going to take a little while to really believe in it. So I'm going to start off with the affirmations because I have a bunch written down here. First is so these are just things you can take into consideration, reword them if you don't like the way I've worded it, but if they do kind of stick with you and kind of pique your interest, then do go try and, insert it into your regular affirming routine. I instantly accept all my positive affirmations as truth. I think I got this one from someone else. I read that they, in a group that they recommended it, so I kind of thought, yeah, that actually sounds really good, because it implies that your mind will kind of straight away start to accept what you're saying as a fact. And obviously everything you're affirming, it's just going to take that in and be like, okay, so these are just normal things for us to take in. This is not something crazy and unbelievable. So obviously that one can take a little bit more time, especially if you have a stubborn, old limiting beliefs, stubborn mindset, stubborn subconscious mind filled with lots of old negative beliefs that are slowly filtering out. It can take a little bit more time, but I think with this one, honestly, you will see success. I think for anyone it would work. It's very much a blanket statement saying that all your affirmations are basically just going to filter through to your subconscious mind quicker. And you could also say that, you could say, all my affirmations instantly go into my subconscious mind. So the conscious mind isn't blocking them with kind of those negative thoughts. Then you can also just add in the word already, because that implies that, it's a natural, accepted, permanent fact in your life that you already have something, you already are something. So you can just add that onto as kind of like a dominant adverb. I think it's an adverb. I'm pretty sure that's it's described as an adverb. So you could say, I already have, £1 million. I'm already in my dream relationship. I already passed all my exams. So you can just add that word in. I think it will help your mind accept it more quickly, get rid of all those kind of stubborn negative thoughts that might come up and kind of be like, no you don't, no you don't. Because you're saying, well, I already have it. So your mind will think, oh yeah, that's something that's already in your life. You're just stating a fact. You're not trying to create something new. And that's a word that I've been using as well. And then you could also say, I have a 100% success rate with my manifestations. Sorry, as usual, I have something on my nose. I don't know what it is when I apply my makeup. My nose on the side tingles. So yeah, you could say that basically you're 100% successful in all your manifestations. Again, the wording can mean different things to different people. For me, I don't like the word my manifestations, because you could manifest anything. It doesn't have to be your specific desires and goals. It could be any manifestation in your life, and sometimes they might not be positive. So that is a belief that I have genuinely. So just keep that in mind if you also agree that, oh yeah, manifestations refers to everything in your life, not just the affirmations that you are creating for your manifestations, if that makes sense. So for me, not too keen on that one, but again, it's up to you guys if that sits well with you. And then this one's really, really simple. Obviously, I am a master manifester. That's probably the first one, most common, easy one. If you want to master manifesting, really become an expert at it, just say that. Just say, I'm an expert at manifesting. It's literally whatever your question or issue is, just flip into an affirmation, you know? It's literally that simple with affirmations. I think we've all overcomplicated it, but literally just, I used to say this for about 6 months, that I'm a master at manifesting, and I was really starting to manifest more and more consciously, like things that I would think about, you know, easier, simpler manifestations with less resistance would come almost instantly within a couple days. And I started really to feel very powerful. So I think this affirmation really is, yeah, powerful for anyone. And then also this one's more about the 3D, because I think that's what holds some of us back. Not being able to accept that the 3D isn't real, and that what you're seeing in your physical world doesn't, you know, have anything to do with the manifestation that you're working on. So these are a few that I've said as well, on and off, not as frequently as my normal affirmations, but these work quite well too. The 3D is 100% malleable in my hands. And I've actually recently just developed more of a belief that I could manifest anything, that anything can change, that you know, if something goes wrong, I can just manifest it to improve and get back to normal. So probably these affirmations helped a little bit with that. So yeah, the 3D is 100% malleable in my hands. So malleable, it's not the most common word, but basically it just means changeable. Like mold, you can mold a 3D, you can change it to whatever you want. And it's just something really, it's a really good way to remind yourself of your power, that you are in full control. Speaking of which, I also have an affirmation, I'm in full control. I was saying this one again for a couple of months, just as an extra self-concept, manifesting power affirmation. So I would just remind myself, obviously, that I'm the one in charge, I'm the master of my reality, I'm the one who has the control in my life over everything. So it's good to just tell yourself that, even though that is a fundamental rule and lesson within Law of Assumption, it's, you know, it's something we do need to remind ourselves of, because it's not something that society has ever taught us, ever, or our parents. So it is something worth reminding yourself of. And then finally, for the affirmations I've written down, again, I wrote the 3D only reflects the things that I want. So these are all interchangeable. You can pick just one from the list I read out. You can do all of them. You can rampage them. I really recommend rampages. You could do, you know, these 6 or 7 that I wrote down, and just set a 5-minute time on your phone and just rampage and go off and say whatever you want. You know, change the wording a little bit, that's totally fine too. So they all just imply that you decide what goes on in your life, you decide how people are, you choose how your life goes, you're in control. You know, that's essentially what I'm trying to say here with being a master at manifesting, because when you have mastered it, you're in a much more calm, secure state, you feel confident, you're not worried about the 3D, you're not worried that something's gone wrong or something has a delay or is taking a long time. You know that, you know what, I'm the one in control, it's coming to me. None of these little obstacles and hurdles mean anything, because I'm in full control. I'm the one who decides. Everything is in my hands. Like, I can change anything, I can have anything, and all I have to do is implement these practices in my day-to-day life all day long if I can, for Law of Assumption. Just thinking from the end. Anything to do with your mind and your actions and words, just keep it in alignment with what you want and you'll get it. That's basically what I think, from my perspective, being a master at manifesting is, just being calm in your power, knowing that you have the power, because then you've mastered it. You're not doubting, you're not questioning, you're not confused, you know what to do, and you just do it, and you know what the outcome is going to be. So yeah, that is kind of more or less what I wanted to talk about, just mainly focusing on affirmations you can use, because obviously your thoughts are how you change your beliefs, and therefore how you change what happens in your life. So obviously for me, affirming is going to be the number one step, the number one tool. And those affirmations and those specific keywords I used, like, you know, the 3Ds in my control, I'm a master at manifesting, blah, 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 all of those affirmations, that is the quickest, best way to change your mind and just master manifesting. So again, like I mentioned before, you can also do a little rampage, set a timer on your phone so you know you've done more than, you know, 1 or 2 minutes, which might still work, but obviously the longer you spend, the better. So yeah, you can do a verbal rampage if you're home alone, or you can do a little rampage in your thoughts if you're out in public. What else? Yeah, just reminding yourself, doing a mental diet, being like, you know what, that thought, that negative doubt you just had, or that I just had, is irrelevant. It means nothing because I'm the one in control. The 3D has to and will change because I'm affirming it to change. I'm thinking positively, so it has to change to what I want. So yeah, mental diet and affirmations, really, that's the key to any manifestation. And hopefully those little keywords I gave you, affirmations, were inspiring, or you just picked up some information that maybe inspired you to really get more into that state of power. Or if you have your own tools and techniques, maybe you prefer scripting, and maybe you want to do a little written out script of how powerful you are at manifesting, how you're the god of your reality, you're the master, you know, everything bends to your will, whatever it is you want to do. Just, yeah, try and get yourself in. Sorry, I just had a phone call, so I kind of lost my train of thought there. But basically, yeah, hopefully there were some really useful keywords, little tips and advice that maybe inspired you guys or gave you some ideas of your own. Please do thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!